Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a lot of stuff to get into for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. New updates on the next 7-star Terra Raid has been leaked but also been postponed at the same time. We have some Pokemon Home stuff to get into. There's a lot of stuff to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the latest 7-star Terra Raid event news for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So, again, the weekend that's just gone, all kind of hell broke loose. We were supposed to get the Chestnut wave, or the second wave of the Chestnut raid, should I say. And then we were also supposed to get the Great Tusk and the Iron Treads raids. When they went live, everything was okay, and then people started getting these items as rewards, and then if you got this specific item, I think it was like a 2% chance, but if you got this item, it would then just crash your game. So this was a problem, obviously, because everyone's games were just crashing, and so they decided to kind of pull the plug on the Paradox Pokemon raids, and then of course they had to do it with the Chestnut second wave as well. I'm not sure they were clearly linked in some way, shape or form. A lot of people were like, okay, they're just going to put them back up, this is an easy fix, and then they went out and said like, no, this is not happening this weekend, we're going to schedule it for another weekend. Didn't give us the date or anything, obviously, because Pokemon like to, I guess, not keep us updated with dates and times and stuff. But yeah, it was basically cancelled, the whole raid event. And so we were a little bit worried. We were like, okay, well, usually on the Sunday/Monday morning we get a new 7-star Terra Raid event announcement, but because of the Chestnut postponement, what's going to happen? And we got nothing. We didn't get the reschedule of the Chestnut, and we also didn't get the next 7-star raid announcement. However, it has actually been leaked in Pokemon Home. So PokeExperto tweeted out saying the Pokemon Home calendar shows that the Delphox Raid Terra event was scheduled for May the 26th to May the 28th. So Delphox was supposed to be announced last night for the weekend coming up, which again would have been the normal schedule. We knew it was either going to be Delphox or Rillaboom because those were the last two remaining Pokemon that are transferable into Scarlet and Violet through Pokemon Home that are starter Pokemon, and everything else has already had a 7-star Terra Raid. So we knew it was going to be either one of those Pokemon, and it's been confirmed that it was going to be Delphox. It was going to be this weekend, but of course, because of the Chestnut raid situation, it has clearly been postponed. However, the event is not yet listed on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news page. It may have been delayed by the recent bug. So, I mean, it's definitely been delayed by the recent bug. That's the only thing that's happened. Like, everything was like smooth sailing. We were getting 7-star raid on this day every single like fortnight, and it was just happening like clockwork. It was fine, and then we get this bug, and then now we haven't had a 7-star Terra Raid announcement. So yeah, it is going to be Delphox, but we don't know when that's going to be. Again, we didn't know if we were going to get the announcement this weekend, or I mean last night, or not. We didn't get the reschedule of the Chestnut, and we didn't get the 7-star Terra. So we're still in the dark about all of that situation. And the only thing that I could really think of that we might potentially get, so obviously I'm recording this Monday morning before any kind of announcement. We know that we're getting the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update patch this week. We don't know what day. Pokemon just said it was going to be this week, so it could be today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't think it'll be Saturday or Sunday, but it could be any of the days this week. We're getting an update patch for the Generation 9 games. So what I could imagine happening is when we get that update patch, the 7-star Terra Raid is also announced then, whether that is the reschedule of the Chestnut or it's the Delphox 7-star. I'm not too sure, but maybe they're just giving themselves a little bit more time to fix whatever the issue is, and then they're going to obviously drop maybe the update and the 7-star at the same time. Obviously Pokemon Home, that's still a situation right now with when that's going to happen. Of course, it was going to get the update this Wednesday. We're not now because apparently there was some miscommunication, but yeah, there's just kind of like bugs, issues everywhere kind of in the whole Pokemon situation right now, which isn't great. It is really annoying, but Delphox is the next 7-star Terra Raid, so Rillaboom is going to be the last one, but we just don't know when this Terra Raid is going to be. So hopefully we get an announcement for it this week. I'm expecting us to, but we'll have to wait and see. We also have animation of the launch of the Master Ball in Pokemon Go now as well. So this is actually how it's going to look if you do get the Master Ball in Pokemon Go. So it says, do you want to use the Master Ball, obviously, and then you kind of have to spin it, but when you spin it, it just automatically plays this kind of cutscene or this video here, and it just shows the Master Ball automatically catching the Pokemon. So yeah, you can't just like throw your Master Ball off to the right or the left by accident. You can't drop it. It will always catch the Pokemon. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why you do it on a Rowlet, but that's just basically what the Master Ball looks like. Next up, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Home. So again, like I say, there's been a lot of talk about Pokemon Home recently, and that's because we got the update announcement finally. and then it got postponed, it got rescheduled or whatever. We don't know for when, but that's just the situation. People have then been kind of saying, well, Riddler-Ku is now not like a fake, is not like a legit source of news now, because obviously he said the date or whatever, and then it didn't turn out to be that way. So this is kind of a little bit more information on this here. So we got Soul Silver Art saying, gonna be a retweet heavy day because there's so much I wanted to give my final thoughts on the hashtag Pokemon Home fiasco, but my friend Lumi explained exactly how I feel in the thread. Definitely read it. So this is basically what Lumio's post said. So he said, okay, joking aside, I want to go through my thoughts on this home situation. So Ku knew about the release date before. So the 24th was the planned release date. This wasn't a mistake. This was a change. And if it was a mistake, how does one make that mistake? So this is what a lot of people are kind of butting heads about, really. Like, people are saying, you know, on one side that Riddler-Ku got it right because obviously the 24th was when it was originally going to be put, and obviously like basically everywhere, but I think like the Japanese page basically said the 23rd, 24th, but the Japanese page didn't. Like, that's just such a specific date for everyone to kind of post. So it was always going to be on the 24th. Like, that was going to be when it was released, and then they've clearly found some sort of bug, and now they've had to kind of rewind it and then basically give us a later date. Like I said, I believe something changed. Probably a bug was found, but the Pokemon Company is shooting themselves in the foot. Just say that due to some bugs, the home update is being delayed. Instead, they convoy it as we were wrong, which just serves it to make them look stupid, be transparent. This is exactly what I was kind of saying in my rant video that I uploaded the other day. I'm just saying, you know, the fact that they're not kind of saying what the issue is, that they're not transparent at all. That they should have just said, look, it was supposed to be on this day. There's been a massive issue that we've found that needs fixing. It's gonna be this day instead, or we're gonna try and get it out for this week. Like, just say something like that. Just give people like a little bit of an idea. Just say like, okay, it's not coming out this week. It's gonna come out next week. Hopefully, we just have to fix this bug. Just say something like that. People would have been a lot less annoyed. Much more of an opinion, but the Pokemon Company should not work with Ilka, developer of Home and BDSP, ever again. This is another thing that people are a little bit worried about. That. Because obviously there's been a delay to Pokemon Home, that there's also going to be a delay to the DLC. This isn't the case. Pokemon Home has been worked on by Ilka. The DLC has been worked on by Pokemon. That is two completely separate things. This is, in my opinion, not a great look. BDSP, home compatibility last year and this year. 3 strikes, you're out. I say it's making the Pokemon Company look bad, and it should. They hired Ilka. So that's kind of the situation there. That's what Lumio's poster said. This is a little bit more by Soul Silver. So Ku knew the specific release date of Home weeks before it was revealed. So there's just no way the Pokemon Company mistook that date for a different later date. That date was obviously the plan, and then something changed last minute. The biggest point to note here is that in general, Gen Z are a more upfront generation. The Pokemon Company would be wise to become just a little bit more transparent and just talk to their fans like many other modern devs have done. We would all appreciate it more, and I'd imagine many would be more understanding of certain situations too. In the end, waiting longer for Home is disappointing, but it's not that big of a deal. It'll probably only be a few more weeks at most, and this also makes possible that they could add the release of Pokemon Home to a potential June Pokemon Presents with new information about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, which I think is more likely now. I think that we are going to get a Presents next month. I mean, we're on the 22nd of May now. We're nearly in June. I think we're going to get a Presents in June. And if we do, I think that is when they're going to go into detail about Pokemon Home and actually show the new features. Because, I mean, they've given us all the new features and stuff, but they've explained it, but there's still a little bit... It's still a little bit clouded about what, like, certain things are and stuff. So maybe they'll do that. And again, it could be the first week of June, and if that's the case, that's, you know, that's next week. That next week is Thursday, the 1st of June. So, you know, that's when we're in June. That could be easily when we start kind of getting a little bit of an idea of when this is going to drop. But yeah, this is just kind of what I wanted to go over. So, like, obviously, it was originally supposed to be this date. You know, some people are saying that it, you know, Ku was wrong or whatever. It was originally supposed to be this Wednesday. We may get an announcement this Wednesday for the actual announcement. We don't know. We know that we're going to get the maintenance update and the announcement at the same time. They've already said that, but we just don't know when it is. So, yeah, Pokemon Scarlet Violet update patch this week. The 7-star raid's been leaked, but also been postponed. Pokemon Home's been postponed. The Chestnut raid's been postponed. The Paradox Pokemon raids have been postponed. That's kind of all the latest information on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. A lot of postponements. It sucks. And then finishing things off, if you are a fan of Pokemon Unite, there's some really interesting information here from El Chico Eevee, who of course is one of the main leakers for Pokemon Unite. So Pokemon Unite beta data mine leaks. Seems like we're getting a new game mode alongside 1.10.1. Tower Defense is in the code name. So we might be getting a Pokemon Unite Tower Defense game mode, which sounds really cool. You know, I'm actually a big fan of like Tower Defense games. And so, yeah, this could be a really cool new game mode for Pokemon Unite. We'll have to see what happens with it. Again, this could easily be announced in this Pokemon Presents as well. If we do get a Presents in June, we could get Pokemon Home, Scarlet and Violet DLC, this new Unite game mode, because obviously Unite's always in the Presents as well. This could easily be something else they announce. So, you know, we're getting some big things on the horizon. Hopefully we get a Presents to kind of put it all together. But that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. What are your thoughts on all the latest kind of controversy with Pokemon? What are your thoughts on all the postponements? And also, yeah, just let me know basically what you think of the whole situation. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I don't think anyone's going to be happy about it, but it is what it is. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.